What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. It is the Muddy Puddle Squad here, and if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to click that big red subscribe button so that way you guys never miss out on future videos. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about an individual who I call a longevity enthusiast named Bryan Johnson. So a lot of people, a few people actually have asked me to make a video talking about this guy or what my thoughts are on him. So if you guys don't know who he is this guy from America who, he has like this whole what he calls a longevity plan. I think he calls it Don't Die. And he participates in the rejuvenation Olympics to see how well you can slow down aging. And now, I'm going to give my honest opinion on this guy. I mean, he is a very, very intelligent guy. I totally agree with him there. And I think he's doing a very, very good job healthy aging to a point. And I'll explain why I don't agree fully on that. But in my opinion, I don't think he's going to extend his lifespan the way he thinks. Because he's saying that anybody with his longevity diet, as he calls, he has, I don't know, I've looked into it, he has like this muddy bars, and he has this other green veggie protein powder. I don't know what it is. It's just, I mean, he's intelligent. I'll give him that. Some of the things that he follows is just pure nonsense. But I mean, the one thing that this guy doesn't seem to understand is that you're not in control of your life. It may seem that way, but you're not in control in your life. So let's look at this passage from Luke 12:25, which basically says, you know, who of you by worrying can add an extra hour to his life? And that's very, very true. Like that, this is what I don't think this man. I don't know if he's religious or not. I would think he's an atheist. But you know, that's kind of the one thing that I think this man doesn't realize is that, you know, God's the one in charge here. I mean, he's the one that sets, you know, how long you can live. There's another Bible verse. I'll pull it up. I don't remember where it comes from, and I don't remember it word for word. But I'll put it up right here, where it talks about how God has set limits that you can't exceed. And that's kind of something really interesting. I mean, what we can do is, I'll give you guys my opinion on it here in a minute, but what we can do is we can, you know, we can do things to stay on the track for healthy aging. Like, I mean, we could eat good food to prevent cancer. We can eat good food to prevent heart disease and all that. But, and that gives us kind of like an edge on healthy aging, but it's not going to increase our lifespan. Because, I mean, you know, if God decides to call you home, he's going to call you home. I mean, you know, you're basically arguing with your creator, and that's just, you just can't do that. You know, I know that's a very hard thing to do, but you just can't do that. And I'll give you guys my opinion on that. You know, there's another verse in the Bible, I'll pull it up here, that says, you know, to take care of your temple, you know, because your temple is the temple of the Lord, to take care of your temple. And I kind of think that in a way, God kind of like, you know, if he sees you taking good care of your temple, by eating good food, by exercising, drinking lots of water, not getting tattoos or piercings, and he sees you, you know, really, really appreciating the body that he gave you, I think, now there's no Bible verses to back this up, but I think that, you know, with the God that he is, with his mercy and his grace and, you know, his lovingness, I think that he would probably be willing to extend your lifespan. Like, oh, wow, you know, this guy's really taking care of his body. In return, you know, I'm going to let him live longer. You know, it's up to God, basically. You know, of course, there's no Bible verses to back that up. That's just my theory, that, you know, taking care of your temple, you'll get on his good side, basically, if that makes any sense. And another thing that I want to talk about, there's only one promise in the Bible that extends your lifespan. And that's, you know, I'll pull it up right here. Honor thy father and thy mother, and those who live a long time in the land. So, you know, this guy right here, back to this guy, Bryan Johnson. I know he has the same name as a singer from AC/DC, but that's nonsense. That's a very demonic band. I wouldn't follow what they follow. But anyway, this Bryan Johnson guy, I think that it's, you know, he's wasting a lot of time. A lot of what he's doing is nonsense. I mean, he's got, like I said, he's very, very intelligent. As somebody who studied nutrition, a lot of the ingredients that he puts in his food are very healthy. And those ingredients, they've done all kinds of scientific tests on humans, on lab rats, on mice, on cats, dogs, horses, you name it. And they've done a lot of tests, and they say that those foods, they do indeed prevent heart disease. They do indeed prevent cancer. All of that stuff. They do indeed, you know, they they're very, very good for you. So I mean, he's on the right track to healthy aging, but as far as extending his lifespan, that's just it. No, you can't, you can't do that. You can't do that without God's help, basically. Let me put it to you that way. And some of his other rituals that he practices, like this red light therapy and some other nonsense, this massages that he does, I think all of that's nonsense in my opinion. That's not on track for healthy aging at all. In my opinion, I haven't studied red light much, but I'm suspicious of it because I mean, they have these UV lights that cause cancer. How is that red light any different? I don't know anything about it, but I mean, I'm very skeptical of that. I would need to do some extreme research to see if red light actually works. But yeah, this man, if basically, if God wants to take a person home, he's gonna take a person home. They can't do anything to stop it. And yeah, that's my take on it. But thanks guys for checking out this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys all in the next video. Later.